Hey, this is going to be how to clean a 20 gauge shotgun. This particular shotgun is an over-under 20 gauge, and I always like to take them apart. Take off the fore end, set it aside, that saves the wood. Break it apart like that. I'll usually set this aside and start with the barrels first. Okay, I like to start with my cleaning rod and begin with a patch. Put a moist patch with some cleaner on it. Run that through both of these two barrels if you only have one barrel. That's all you do. Run this guy through. Put my cleaner on it. Get it wet pretty well. I always like to start from the breech or the back end. Take that patch and just run it through. Gets all of the loose powder and lead out, plus it begins to soak everything and loosen it. Put a good coat in there like that. Then we'll take this guy off. He's going to be dirty. Throw it away. Now I'm going to let this sit and rest for a little bit and let all of that solvent work inside while we go on to the receiver end. And most of the time we'll spray it down with my cleaner in there. This evaporates fairly quickly. Brush it down very, very good. Next we're going to take the patch holder off. I like to put a 20 gauge brush on. This helps loosen even more everything that we loosen by letting that cleaner soak. Wet the brush down really, really well and push it right through the barrel, all the way through. Pull it all the way back. You don't want to change directions in the middle. Push that all the way through, all the way back. And we'll do that 3 or 4 times per barrel to help make sure we have everything loosened up. Take the brush back off. I'll put the patch holder back on. Run another clean patch through there, and that's going to get rid of all of the powder fouling, perhaps lead, copper, whatever you've been shooting. Going to get rid of the majority of that out of the gun. Usually when you're cleaning it, you're going to have 3 or 4 times you're going to go through with these patches to get the majority of it out. Once I'm finished with that, the last thing I'll do, put on what we call a bore swab. It's a thick, heavy cotton fiber mat thing, and I usually spray a little oil, a little cleaner on that as well. Push that guy through. That gives you a real good wiping out of everything that was in him. Now if you're going to shoot your shotgun fairly quickly after, within a day or 2, I wouldn't worry about putting a coat of oil on the inside. Just pick him up, take a look up at the light, give each one a very good look in there. If you see something inside the barrel that looks like it shouldn't be there, something other than clean, shiny metal, you can go back to the brush, a little more cleaner on it, run that back and forth through a few times, go back to the swab or the patches until when you look down that bore, it just looks as clean as it can be. Put a little coating of oil on it. This swab, 1 time through each bore. When you're finished with that, you're all ready to go. Take yourself a silicone cloth, piece with light grease or oil on it. Wipe down the whole shotgun, every piece of blued metal. Then you'll put this guy back together, and the last thing you do is 1 more wipe down with your oil cloth. Once you've wiped down the gun the first time, put it back together, and if you're going to store it, make very sure that you put a light coating of oil all over the gun. Under here where you've just touched, if you're going to store it especially, wipe it down, give it a coating because that's going to be underneath the wood. Back in shape. Wipe it all down. Even a little on the wood doesn't hurt. And you're ready to go. Nice clean shotgun for your next duck hunt.